Hi, my name is Olf Stoiber and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist based in Munich, Germany. On this video, I would like to tell you a little about a symptom called trypophobia, and I would actually like to present a solution to you. A very simple yet highly efficient process that will help you to eventually get rid of trypophobia. Now, what is trypophobia? Trypophobia is defined as a fear of holes, which is only partially true because it's not so much a fear, but much rather a very strong aversion. If you suffer from trypophobia, you might have seen pictures where people have photoshopped certain hole shapes into the skin of people, which looked a bit weird, which looks a bit weird to most people, which actually does look disgusting to the majority of people. But if you are suffering from trypophobia, it does not only look disgusting, it will cause very severe psychological as well as physiological reactions. You might feel some itching, you might actually get panic attacks. The pictures, the images you've seen, they might haunt you for hours, if not days. And sometimes, having been exposed to trypophobia trigger images, people suffering from trypophobia might spend hours, if not days, looking for more pictures of trypophobia. This might be an unconscious process where you try to kind of erase your fear by confronting yourself, but for most people it doesn't actually work. Now, the reason why people suffer from trypophobia has yet to be conclusively found, but there is evidence around that suggests that the holes and certain patterns and shapes found in those images kind of trigger a very ancient primitive part of your brain that sees some sort of dangerous animals like reptile shapes, stuff that would have been very dangerous and harmful to our ancestors many thousands of years ago, but nowadays, shouldn't really affect us the way it does. Personally, first time I saw trypophobia images, I was like completely, I felt so bad about it. I saw those images and they didn't leave my inner vision, my mind, my unconscious mind for many days. I've constantly been remembering those pictures over and over and over again, and it just made my entire skin crawl. Now, being a therapist, obviously, I wasn't very happy with that, and I set out to look for a solution. First thing I did was I researched trypophobia. I tried to get as much information about it as possible. I went to the forums, I looked for people describing how they experience trypophobia, and then I used the skill set I use with most of my clients for phobias and trauma to see if you can use it to get rid of trypophobia. And guess what? It worked. And it worked so well that on this video, I would like to present to you a method that'll only take a couple of minutes. But if you follow the steps closely, if you actually do what I tell you to do in the video, chances are very high you will leave your trypophobia behind for good. And the really good part about it is you don't have to believe me, you don't have to believe anything, because all you need to do is give it a try. Worst thing that can happen is you're gonna lose a couple of minutes, and that's about it. It doesn't cost you anything. This video is for free. This video will stay for free, and there's no possible side effects. So worst thing that could happen is it's not going to work for you, but I'm pretty sure it'll work for you. It might make your trypophobia much less severe, and for most people, this technique I'm going to present to you in a couple of minutes is going to eradicate the phobia at all. Now, the technique I'm going to show you in a few moments, it's called havening, or Amygdala Depotentiation Technique in a more clinical terminology. This technique allows us to actually delink a memory from an emotion. So it's basically delinking the parts in your brain that cause you to react with trypophobia, to trigger images. The technique, it's quite simple yet highly efficient. All you basically need to do is follow the steps closely. in order to give your unconscious mind the necessary impulses to kind of resolve the issue of trypophobia for you. This technique has been invented by a genius New York doctor called Dr. Ronald Rudin. Dr. Rudin has been asking himself the question, why are there so many trauma therapies that work enormously well, even though they use different approaches? And he's found out that there needs to be a certain so-called landscape of the brain in order for your unconscious mind to be able to resolve trauma as well as phobia. And this landscape, it needs to be set up in a certain way that actually gives your neurology the chance to resolve phobias for you. So what we are going to do in a few moments is we are going to use a very specific way of stimulating various parts of our brain and at the same time applying what's called the havening touch, which is a specific touch that causes your body to release hormones that assist you in actually releasing the trauma or the phobia. Havening touch can happen in 3 different ways. There's the so-called arm havening, where you basically just cross your arms like this and apply a gentle stroke down from the shoulders to your elbows, just like this. And there's no specific speed you need to do this, you just use your own rhythm and your own speed. So basically what you would do is cross your arms and stroke down from the shoulders to the elbows. The second havening touch, it's the palms. So you basically take your palms and you just rub them together and you apply some gentle pressure. Don't push too hard, don't make the touch too light, just, use a gentle pressure. And you can just rub your hands. Some people even like to rub down their forearms like this and then just touch the hands. And the third possibility of applying havening touch, it's on your face. So you would use your hands like this and just stroke down on the middle of your forehead, just apply some gentle pressure and just really massage your skin like this. And you can do the top of the forehead, or you can also use havening touch on your cheeks. And when I walk you through the havening process in a few moments, all you need to do is alter the different variations of havening touch, do some counting, some humming, and some certain other procedures I'm going to explain to you in order to simulate different areas of the brain, which causes the old reaction, the old phobia, to actually de-link. So trypophobic images won't cause any harm to you anymore. Now, what does havening touch do? Why do we actually touch ourselves that way? It's quite easy. Touch, it's a very effective way of releasing hormones that make you, your body and your soul feel good. Because on a neurological level, certain hormones such as oxytocin, serotonin are being released into your system, which actually enables your brain to de-link the old patterns. And this is what we call the so-called landscape of the brain, which we need to have in order to have a true psychotherapeutic effect. And these certain body areas have been carefully researched in order to give you the very best chance of busting your phobia. So, I'd like you to get ready in a few moments. If you do this technique, please make sure you won't be interrupted for a while and you can really focus on the procedure. Only do it if you have the time right now and if it is the right surroundings for you to actually do it. I know this is a video, but still it's a very effective therapeutic technique and you should really have the right surroundings, the right environment to actually experience the most benefit from it right here, right now. Another thing is, it's very important before doing any sorts of therapy to have a valid, a reachable goal. Most people suffering from trypophobia, they expect a good therapy to assist them in a way that leads to them not reacting to trypophobic images anymore at all, which is not very realistic. Because even if you are not suffering from trypophobia, most people will feel some sort of disgust if they look at classical trypophobic trigger images. So feeling some sort of disgust, it's quite normal. What's not so normal is if you suffer for hours, if not days, and you just cannot seem to get rid of the images inside of your head. So don't expect this to make you completely void of any emotions whatsoever. It's okay to feel disgust. It's not okay to suffer for hours or days. And I'm pretty confident this technique might be able to assist you in releasing this phobia, actually busting it at its core and basically setting you free. Once again, you don't have to believe me anything. You just give it a fair try. Really carefully follow the individual steps and see for yourself. There's a lot of people actually experiencing havening. You have the effect right away and are completely free. And there's some other people who it might take a couple of days for the effect to build up, but they'll feel stronger, more empowered, and more liberated day by day by day. So, test it out for yourself. Okay, here we go. Make yourself really comfortable. And what I would like you to do in a few moments, it's just close your eyes and kind of remember a situation where you had a very strong and bad reaction towards a trypophobic trigger. So if you want to, you can actually try to remember the image you saw when you had the reaction, or you just try to remember the feeling you had when you were exposed to a trypophobic trigger. And you're going to do this for half a minute or so in order to activate the area in your brain where the phobia is actually located at. So you can do this right now. Just close your eyes and focus on a memory where you used to have a very strong reaction towards trypophobia. Really go into the feeling right now and try to remember it very vividly right now. The feeling you had when you were exposed to an image of something that caused trypophobia. And when you do this, I want you to make it very vivid inside of your own mind and really go into this feeling. It's very okay to have a strong reaction right now because we are going to get rid of it in a few moments. And when you've really done this, when you've really tried to remember a situation, you can try to rate the feeling on a scale from 0 to 10. 0, it doesn't affect you at all. 10, it affects you in a very severe way. So if you rate it 4, for example, it affects you a little, but not too much. If you rate it 7, it affects you quite strongly. So just try to find a number that kind of represents how bad the memory makes you feel right now. Then open up your eyes again. And yeah, in a few moments we are going to get rid of this phobia. All you need to do is follow the steps closely. We are going to use a certain pattern, a certain very specific routine of touch, of talk, of counting, of humming, of moving your eyes in a way that'll stimulate different areas in your brain in order to get rid of this phobia. So the first round we can do eyes open. As soon as you kind of get a grasp, get a good feeling of how the process goes, it's perfectly fine to close your eyes and, just enjoy the process. Most clients, after having experienced havening, have an absolute amazing sense of relief and of feeling very lighthearted and very energized, so just give it a shot. So, along with the counting and the touch, you are going to use some sort of mental image, like walking up a flight of stairs and counting from 1 to 20, or skipping rope, or taking a walk on a beautiful beach. So let's get started right now. I want you to imagine what it would be like to be on an absolutely amazing beach, feeling very safe, very secure, very lighthearted. And when you imagine being on this beach, in a few moments, I want you to count from 1 to 20. And imagine with each number you count out loud, please, you take one step on this beautiful beach. And whilst you count and imagine taking a walk on this beach, you are going to apply havening touch. So let's get started right now. I want you to start with your arms like this and just apply some pressure. And now imagine taking a walk on the beach and start counting 1. And just keep on applying havening touch. 2, count out loud with me, 3, 4, 5, now change havening touch, 6, 7, 8, taking steps on this beautiful beach, 9, feeling very secure, safe, 10. Just enjoying this feeling, just letting your unconscious mind doing all the healing work you need to get done. 10, now change to the face. 11, 12, and with each number you take another step on this beautiful beach. 13, 14, 15, changing havening touch again. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now close your eyes, keep on applying havening touch to your arms. And now I want you to hum a melody. It doesn't matter which melody, just hum any melody that you like that comes to your mind. Just hum it. Keep on humming, apply havening touch. And whilst you keep on applying havening touch, I want you to open your eyes and look far to the right, far to the left, far to the right, far to the left, far to the right, far to the left. Just keep on moving your eyes to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. All right. Now close your eyes again right now and imagine being in a beautiful garden, feeling very well, very much at ease, and skipping rope. It's a beautiful sunny day. Butterflies all around you, you hear birds chirping, and you imagine being very lighthearted, just skipping a rope. And whilst you are skipping rope, you count from 1 to 20 again and apply havening touch. Start with your arms again and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and imagine skipping rope and change havening touch whichever way you like. So you can touch your arms, your forehead, or your palms. You can rub your palms against each other. You keep on counting out loud, imagining skipping rope, and keep on applying havening touch. Just keep on counting. And maybe you're at 10 already, so you keep on counting. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, skipping rope, letting a lot of unconscious healing happen right now. 17, 18, 19, 20. And with your eyes closed, you can hum another melody you like. Just hum it out. Just hum it loud. All for yourself. Keep on applying havening touch. Now open up your eyes again. Look far to the right, far to the left, far to the right, far to the left, far to the right, far to the left, far to the right. Now take a very deep breath, exhale deeply again, and now see for yourself where's your scale right now. On a scale from 0 to 10, if you think about images that used to bother you in the past, where are you right now? If it's a 0, congratulations. You've done all the work you need to do in order to get rid of your phobia. Your neurology has actually experienced a reset that'll make you immune towards trypophobic images in the future. If you're still above a 0, you can just go through the process again, maybe 1 or 2 more times, until you've significantly reduced the number, the scale, the way trypophobia used to bother you. Now, all you need to do is go through this process again, so you can actually rewind the video and just do it all over again. And all you need to do is go for a good mental image, like skipping a rope, taking a walk on a beach, or walking up a flight of relaxing stairs, counting from 1 to 20, whilst you are applying havening touch. Then, with your eyes closed again, hum a melody, keep on applying havening touch, open your eyes, look far to the right, far to the left, far to the right, far to the left. Keep on doing this for about 5 to 7 times. Close your eyes again. Go for another image, count from 1 to 20. Apply havening touch to the arms, to the head, to the hands. Hum again. Open up your eyes. Look to the right, to the left. Do this 5 more times. And see again what number you are on. For many people, this will significantly reduce the amount in which a phobia bothers you. And for many people, it'll completely get rid of the phobia. It might seem very simple, but it isn't. It's a very clear, specific, actually very scientific process that'll kind of reset your neurology by delinking a memory from an emotion and setting you free from phobias that used to bother you. I wish you all the best with this, and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment about how good this worked for you, and well then, just enjoy your life. I hope you have a good time. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I really hope from the bottom of my heart you profited from this. This video is absolutely free because I do believe in efficient therapy, and if there's something this easy, you can just give it to people and it works, you should absolutely do it. Have a good time, have a good life.